In this video, I'm going to share with you how to get started wearing hijab with these easy tips and tricks. You will learn everything from why to what to wear to what you actually need to get if you want to wear hijab tomorrow, for example, and how to style it in the most practical and comfortable way to make this transition very easy for you. Whether you are a new Muslim or just want to try something new and make hijab a part of your life, I got you covered. My name is Veronika Edali. I'm a CEO of a modest activewear brand, Fifth Generation Apparel, a content creator and photographer. I've been through the trenches of entrepreneurship and now I'm sharing my story. I'm here to empower and help you work towards your dreams. Whether that means becoming a successful entrepreneur, up-leveling your mindset, or creating impactful content online. I create educational and motivational videos full of practical advice for women who are ready to have more control over their lives and are looking to follow their true passion. If you're ready to learn, get inspired, then listen up, my friend. Hijab is a symbol of modesty and an act of worship for a Muslim woman. It's a way of her expressing her faith and her connection to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The word hijab is usually used to describe a head cover that Muslim women wear. But hijab is so much more than just clothing. It's how you carry yourself and how you choose to show up in this world. You always have to have your hijab in mind whenever you're making decisions as a Muslim woman. There are many different ways of wearing the hijab, and if you're so new to it, it will take some time and patience to figure it out. Trust me, I know it can be overwhelming at the beginning. So I really want to share with you exactly what you need to start wearing the hijab. Because sometimes it feels like we need all of those things and we need to change our entire wardrobe and we need to have 20 to 30 different hijabs so we can make it all work and still dress modestly and be fashionable and express who we are through the way we choose to dress. There is a lot of pressure. I get it. I've been there. I walk the walk. And I've actually been a hijabi for the past 7 years. So the things that I'm going to share with you is everything that you need. And it's actually not that much at all. How many hijabs do you need to start wearing the hijab? Easy. You need just one. But if you want to be practical, get two. And make sure they're neutral colors. And I highly recommend getting jersey hijabs, just like the hijab I'm wearing right now. Jersey hijabs are very soft and they're also quite stretchy and they take the shape of your face, which makes it very easy to style. It's very soft and it's very breathable. Also, they're completely opaque when you're wearing them, which means you don't need an undercap. You just need a jersey hijab and you just put it on. It holds everything in place and you only have a single layer of fabric, which makes it very comfortable and very breathable. As for the colors, you need to choose neutral colors that will go with anything and everything. For example, the hijab I'm wearing right now goes with blue, it'll go with pink, it'll go with brown, it'll go with black, it'll go with so many different colors, which makes it very easy to style and make it a part of your wardrobe. I personally get my jersey hijabs from the brand called Lala Hijabs. I love their philosophy, I love that they're eco-friendly, I love the quality of their jersey. I have a few other jersey hijabs and their quality is the best, so check them out. Secondly, you need either a safety pin, which you can probably find around your house, or hijab magnets. And trust me, you only need one to pin your hijab under your chin. Safety pins are great because you probably have one lying around and you can just grab it and pin your hijab. The only problem with safety pins is that they can snag on the fabric and potentially put a hole in your hijab. I definitely put plenty of holes in my hijabs. I've actually been using safety pins for the first 6 years of my hijab journey, and only last year I got myself hijab magnets, and I have 2 sets of hijab magnets and I absolutely love them. I pin all of my hijabs using hijab magnets, and they're so convenient and very discreet, and they don't ruin your hijabs. So I strongly recommend investing in a couple of hijab magnets, but if you are very spontaneous like I was when I put my hijab on, use what you have around the house. And back then I didn't even have pins, no pins at all, and I still wore the hijab even though I had no way of securing it. But that's a whole other story. I've actually have an entire video about that. I'm gonna link it over here. It's all about me looking back on the first day that I wore the hijab, what led up to it, and how I felt in that moment. It's quite a fun video, so make sure you check it out. Let's move on to clothing. A lot of the times we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. Like, we don't have modest long line pieces. And it was the case for me. When I decided to put my hijab on, I didn't have the most modest wardrobe. I just had a lot of t-shirts, a lot of pants. I didn't have many long sleeve, long line tops that would do the job of covering me up very well. And when you're thinking about putting the hijab on, you might be under the impression that you have to change your entire wardrobe overnight, which can be expensive. Clothes are not cheap, and especially good quality clothes that will last are not cheap. So I've been there. I've been in that situation. When I decided to put the hijab on, I was in the 3rd year of my degree. I was a poor student. I didn't have much to my name, so I had to figure it out and do what I'm just about to tell you to do. You need to start thinking about how you can layer what you have to make your current wardrobe more modest. And if you have a good think about it, you might actually need to invest in a couple of staple pieces that you can pair up with your current wardrobe to make it more modest. For example, if you have a lot of t-shirts, you can always get a long sleeve top that you can wear under your t-shirt. You can go to places like Kmart here in New Zealand or Warehouse, and you can get those very basic long sleeve tops that you can put under your t-shirts just to cover your arms. And sometimes they cost about $5. And it's just a very quick solution to making your wardrobe a little bit more modest. Or you could also invest in a couple of jackets or cardigans. Or maybe you already have a couple of cardigans and you can just throw them on and wear them with your t-shirts. I personally only had a couple of cardigans, and this cheetah print cardigan was one of the cardigans that was low enough to cover my bottom. So on the first day that I put my hijab on, I wore a t-shirt and I put this cheetah print cardigan on that I purchased secondhand from a school fair ages ago. So I used what I had. I did the best that I could at the time. So see, it doesn't have to be scary. You don't have to feel overwhelmed and feel like you need to spend a lot of money on getting a whole new wardrobe and getting dozens of different hijabs to make hijab a part of your life. As for the next tip, I want to remind you that comfort is very, very important. At the very beginning, when I didn't know what I was doing with the hijab, I would use undercaps like these ones, the ones that you tie at the back of your head. This is the one that I got from my mother-in-law, and I have another purple one. Those were the ones that I wore at the very beginning. So I would always tie them a little too tightly just because I was scared of, them coming off, my hijab flying off and me having nothing underneath. It was a little bit stressful just because, I didn't have pins when I started wearing the hijab. I rectified it quickly, I promise you. But I was so worried about it. I would tie it way too tightly and it would give me a headache and it would make my ears hurt. And I was uncomfortable, and that gave me a lot of anxiety around my hijab. I'd be like, I'm so uncomfortable. How am I supposed to wear it every single day? But trust me, you don't have to be uncomfortable. It's very much fixable. Like I mentioned in my first point, you don't even need an undercap if you're wearing a jersey hijab. And in my experience, in the 7 years of me wearing the hijab, the most comfortable hijabs are jersey hijabs and sports hijabs. I live in my sports hijabs, but if you're someone who goes to uni or goes to work or works corporate, you need to look presentable. You need to look more dressed up, smart casual kind of vibe. So you probably can't get away with wearing a sports hijab, even though they're the most comfortable thing on this planet, in my personal opinion. But jersey hijabs, they can be dressy enough to wear with a shirt, and they're super, super comfortable and easy to style. So you need to make sure you are feeling comfortable wearing the hijab. And it all comes down with how you style it and what materials you use. You want your hijab to be breathable. You want it to be easy to style and look flattering. And I promise you, jersey hijabs tick all the boxes there. This is my favorite hijab style when it comes to how easy it is to style it and the comfort of it. And this is something that I've been wearing for the past couple of years. And let me show you how easy it is to style it. So, I put the hijab over my head. I don't have an undercap underneath. I fold the front bit a little bit, so there's this nice folded area. You don't have to, but I have one short side and one long side. Then I just take my hijab magnets and I pin under the chin so it holds it in place. And this is the only pin you need with this hijab style, which is great. Remember, we wanted to make it super easy for you. Then I leave the short side here and I take the long side and simply wrap it around my neck. And then I adjust the volume, the folds, and then that is it. This is all you need to do with this hijab style. It's easy to style, it's comfortable with a single layer of fabric, makes it very breathable. And you can style it with a shirt, with a more casual top like this one. It works. It does the job and it's super comfortable. And of course, over time, you can invest in more modest pieces to add to your wardrobe, more maxi dresses, long line shirts, loose fitting clothes. You can get there over time. And now I have a very great wardrobe. Over the 7 years, I've managed to acquire a lot of different pieces, from shirt dresses, long line hoodies that I actually designed through my modest activewear brand for Generation Apparel. I have all of the modest activewear I need. I have maxi dresses, I have loose jeans, I have long cardigans. I have a solid wardrobe, and it took me 7 years to get there. As you can see, you don't need much to start wearing the hijab. You can make the hijab a part of your life tomorrow if you wanted to. And please let go of the kind of mentality that you have to go all in or nothing. I know that internet can be a toxic place where you hear a lot of opinions that are uncalled for. A lot of the times it comes from people who have no idea what it's like to wear hijab. So don't listen to them. Hijab is a journey, and it's a very personal journey that is between you and your creator. If you're wearing hijab imperfectly, it's okay. It's a journey. You will get there. Even I have bad hijab days and good hijab days, and I've been in it for 7 years. It's between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one who can judge you for your hijab. And we all know that Allah is the most merciful and forgiving. So don't worry about it. The right intention and baby steps in the right direction is what truly counts. So if you want to make hijab a part of your life, start. All you need to do is make a start. You can start wearing it part-time, but take action. And trust me, it's not as hard as it seems. It's just about taking that first step and figuring things out as you go. I really hope you found value in this video. If you did, make sure you let me know. Like this video, comment below, share your hijab stories. I would love to connect with you. If you have any other video suggestions that you want me to do, make sure you also let me know in the comments below. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later.